Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing.
What's happening?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
What happened? We weren't sure.
Huh?
We weren't sure. Where's he at?
Who?
There was three of them.
We're gonna bring them on. We're gonna bring them out.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say that.
Yeah.
It was just three of us.
Yeah, we're gonna bring them out. Let's go Dodgers. Nah, miss me with that, Megan. Padres. Anyway, so how you liking the Monday night thing? Is Monday night better than Sunday?
Hey, don't. I'll make time for you, brother. Anytime I can.
Hey, I can't find a stool.
All right. Well, yesterday was Easter, so yeah. Anyway,
just go get the bucket, the food bucket. I'll sit on it.
No, I have another chair just like that. I'll sit behind you.
You gotta give him a second so she can be like, "You gotta scoot over. You gotta scoot over." It's the weekly. It's the weekly. What up, Casey?
Mm-hmm. Can you say that a little louder so everybody else can hear you?
What?
Can you say that a little louder so everybody else can hear you?
I'm slow.
Mm-hmm.
I should sit like this. What up, y'all? Made it just on time.
Just on time, yeah.
And I made a little drink too. It's tequila. So, do you like tequila and me or no?
Yeah. What was it? What'd you have? She had something. I was like, don't let her have that no more. What was it?
A boxed wine.
Yeah.
That's what he likes to give me. Butter me up.
Yeah. All right. So we got a guest this week.
Oh my God! Let me shut the door.
Hey, you too.
You guys, shut up and get in the shower.
It's real life. It's real life. Yeah. So we got a guest this week. Waiting. We're gonna bring him out. Somebody I really respect. I respect dudes with broad shoulders that say what they say, feel how they feel, and aren't trying to walk it back. You know what I mean?
Yo, he a real good dude, man. Like people just gotta understand. He do this shit for fun.
Yeah.
Like he ain't here to, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it.
I'm
bro.
gonna go share this
He's
show.
super cool, bro.
So go to you, and then share it, right?
It's on your YouTube.
It's on my YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show it right now on my face space. gonna go share this.
He's super
All right.
cool. Like all
Yeah,
Lost the snail today.
He is. Yeah, it's Roberto, the owner of the Beast winner.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey,
Yeah.
gamer chair.
Yep, gotta stay comfy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, bro, want to talk about you for a little bit. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, about your kennel, about your dogs.
Cool. Yeah. First of all, thank you guys for having me out here. So Roberto, I'm the face behind Bulldogge Build also, and Chanel. Currently in Florida, originally from Texas, military. So I'll be traveling. When I was in Virginia, that's when I met up with Chris and Gina out there in Virginia, and then yeah, I mean, got my first oldie back in 2016 in El Paso actually. That dude had a lot of problems. I'm not lying, a lot of problems. Good thing I lived border town in Mexico, so surgery stuff like that cost me like $100 to get everything covered. So
What kind of problems do you have?
we had to get his eye surgery, right? It was already like he was going blind out of one eye. It was just because the eyelid was just rubbing on his eye, right? And they got to a point where he was gonna go blind. Took him to Mexico, and this vet works with the university out there, so he pretty much just charged me like 120 for everything. They did the surgery there just because the students get their hands on it. Give me this treatment and stuff. So good thing, you know. I mean, that was back in 2016 too, so it wasn't too expensive either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so far.
I like it. So, how old's Oso?
3 and change.
Yeah.
Yep.
How big is
años tiene?
The no Savo kid right there for sure.
I want to say, I saw your picture looking like Popeye the Sailor Man with your big ass forearms. Stories.
Yeah, no, that was my boss. He fucking just put me on steroids there. So.
Okay. So, what's it like, bro? What's it like having the dog that people like to hate on? What's that like? How's it? You know what I mean? Because you wear it like you're comfortable with it, like you're okay with it.
Yeah, man. Why shouldn't I be? You know, it's at the end of the day, I just do me. People like what they like, they hate what they hate. You can't please anybody, right? For me, I guess is just mentally, I could care less in the sense if you hate the dog, you hate me as a person. I mean, I don't see why would you hate me. But yeah, I mean, just take it. I mean, I'm in the military. I learned to take shit from people, you know, and just deal with it. It is what it is.
Yeah. But I guess I said I respect it. I respect it because I see a lot of
people pull back, you know, and hide the dog or maybe complain to us. You know, I feel like that's what typically what people do. Other breeders, maybe even pet owners, you know.
I mean, and yeah, I mean, I guess you could hide and stuff, but I mean, for me, there's nothing to hide. You know, I'm gonna show what I'm gonna show. That's what I got. I mean, I ain't gonna fake it. You know, I mean,
I think what's really unfortunate is I was going through those videos of nationals actually a couple days ago, and I was just trying to find like a certain dog, right? But I ended up watching the videos I took of Oso, and this dog moved around so beautifully for being such a huge dog. And it's like, can I even post that? Like, it's kind of sad that I can't or don't want to, or I'm not sure to post it, or what do I say? Because I'm not trying to fucking fight with everybody. I just want to show you maybe a perspective that the judge saw, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's actually an impressive and beautiful animal, and you want to get hung up on, you know, whatever people get hung up on. And I really don't even think it's specifically about your dog, you. It's just anything they can hang on to shoot daggers, you know.
I mean, and I think for you guys it might be a little bit harder to share stuff for sure. You guys have a bigger platform. For me, I could care less in a sense, and in the sense of bashing for you guys. I mean, this is what you guys do for the most part, you know. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's for me, it's showing what could keep the breed going, right? The dog perfect, nah, but I'm yet to see a perfect dog, right? And that's just one thing for me. I go to shows to network with people and stuff. I mean, there'll be times like even for the bees, right? It was all oldies. I didn't show also for the confirmation show. I just went there for the bees and stuff like that. Hang around with you guys, with everybody around there. I mean, and that's how it should be, to be honest.
Well, see, for me, I think the biggest issue in our community or dogs in general, we'll just use another analogy outside of dogs so people can understand. I heard this analogy today and it was pretty awesome. Everybody's worried about the flat tire, but we're not worried about the engine that does not run. You know, they're worried about Oso because he's rye. That's the flat tire, guys. You know what I mean? Your motherfucking dog doesn't even have an engine in the motherfucker. And I don't mean as in like he can run a mile. That's not what I mean. Your dog doesn't look like a bulldog. It doesn't have bulldog type. It doesn't, you know, when I see it, I'm not impressed. I'm like, I'd take the one dog with the rye.
Okay, so
you see what I'm saying? And so the guys focus on the flat tire because, I can fix a flat tire. I don't know how to fix an engine. So let's just get rid of the whole engine. Let's get rid of the whole car. And you know what I mean? It's easier to fix a tire than it is an engine. And people they don't get that concept. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's kind of hard because I don't really like to go feed into that energy or see the comments, read everything, every little thing someone says. But was it Oso what they were mad about? Was it Moose they were mad about? Or was it the fact that...
No, at the bottom line, the end problem, again, is they focus on the flat tire.
So
that is something that they can physically see. That's why the car's not moving. Okay, you fix the flat tire, then what? But you still ain't going nowhere because you ain't got no motherfucking engine.
I just feel like if Oso wasn't right, they'll find another reason to attack him.
I mean, it's not about what you're missing the point again. People don't understand.
It's not about the flat tire though. At the end of the day, that's what you're saying.
It's about, you know.
Close the door.
Arrow, what's up, man?
Go take a shower, like I told you.
So like what people don't understand is, again, when you see Oso, you know he's a bulldog. When you see Oso, you're impressed. Then you're like, oh, well, he is a DQ. Okay.
When I seen Oso, I went and got my wife. I was like, hold on, my wife got to see this.
So when you see dogs like that, am I saying, and you can ask Roberto, I've never hid the fact between me and Roberto. Like, never hid the fact, and I've never even he'll tell you, I mean, I don't have nothing to hide. I gave him Coco Chanel because the dog was rye. I didn't charge him 1 red cent. I gave the dog to him because, you know, I felt bad for him because everybody was attacking him. See what I'm saying? Boom. I gave him a free dog because I didn't want him to feel like slighted. You know what I mean? Like, oh, damn, bro. I really like this dog, but everybody just keeps shitting on him.
Well, everybody shits on him online because in face-to-face, everybody is drawn to the dog. Everybody wants to see the dog, meet the dog, touch the dog, get a picture with the dog, right?
That's where I'm trying to show again. We'll go back. They're worried about the flat tire. Mm-hmm. It's easy to change a flat tire.
It's a singular problem.
Exactly.
It's one thing. The engine could be many things. It could.
Not only that, the engine. You know what I mean? Once you fix the engine, then it's like, damn, it was the transmission too. Like,
yeah.
A tire is just a tire. You know what I mean? It's an easier fix than the entire dog. And here's the thing. And I want people to really question themselves when I ask them this question. Our breed is mixed up of 4 breeds. So when you mix the 4 breeds together, how come it becomes Rye a DQ and Cowhawk the DQ? I want to understand that because it's not a DQ in any of the 4 breeds. But the minute you mix it together, it's a DQ. I just can't understand that. I mean, and I understand people say, oh, Chris, I had people all the way at the top, like David Levitt told me I was an idiot for that shit. Now, if you go look at the Levitt Bulldog, Cowhawk's not a DQ anymore. Yeah. Because it doesn't physically make sense.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody said
4 different shapes.
It's not even a DQ.
Yeah.
It's not even a DQ. It's not even a DQ in any of the 4 breeds. Rye is not a DQ in an English Bulldog. It's a fault. It might even be a serious fault. I don't know. Same thing with Bull Mastiffs. It might be a serious fault. They don't, and they mention it in America. Nobody uses pit bull, so
Right.
And so American Bulldog, it is a fault.
But
it's not a DQ in any of the breeds.
But
you mix them together and it becomes a DQ.
The purpose of adding that in there was to create or work towards a perfect dog. And I don't know the history, but it's said that David Levitt was a geneticist or something, not a true dog breeder. So maybe he didn't understand. That's just shooting really high, right? All these DQs, let's make a perfect dog, right? And that was the point. But you know, obviously it's not working because
it's not even
it's still prevalent.
So I get it. There's gonna be people who are gonna come and say, well, you should want a better dog. Well, you're right. You should want a dog with more type. So it doesn't matter to me. My dog has better type, and your dog has, you know, a better structure in the mouth. Well, congratulations.
Well, wait.
That's how I look at it. Like I don't care. You know, I look at some of the people's dogs who have something to say about Oso. And I've never publicly said I wouldn't breed to your fucking dog. But that's the truth. I don't call you and say, hey, let me breed to so-and-so. Because it's nothing personal, but it's not my cup of tea. It's going this direction, and I'm going this direction. So, you know, we'll just take a dog like, fuck, it's hard to say. Because you can't use people's dogs.
You can use my dog.
Get upset. We'll take a dog like, she had a dog by the name of Gutter. I mean, what was his name?
Game Boy.
Game Boy. I could make Game Boy into a pit bull in like 2 or 3 generations with ease. Like, it was easy. But, you know, taking a dog like Oso, if I told you Oso's grandmother was an English Bulldog, would you believe me? You see what I'm saying? Look how hard that was. Oh, my main man.
What up, dog? What up,
Better late than ever.
Like Bigfoot walking out of the trees.
For sure.
Bigfoot.
What y'all talking about?
You?
What I do?
You late?
Nah, we ain't talking about that. Oh, Lordy. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Look. Somebody already says it. The point, Felix, to do better. Come on, man. I already knew that. I knew somebody was gonna come on here and say it. It's not even personal. It don't hurt my feelings.
So and something that I asked, right? And for you guys that are watching live, right? So for the breeders that have been doing it right for the past 10, 15 years, I just want you to answer me one question. Why don't none of you guys' dogs look the same if you guys are already chasing the same standard? That's just something, and I get it. Different bloodlines, different stuff. But if you already have a standard, shouldn't most dogs look to your ideal oldie? That's right, because it's impossible.
I mean, I think as a collective, everybody will jump on the same bandwagon. They'll attack the same people, and it happened before me, and it's going to happen after me. You attack the same people together, and I feel like that's the way to keep everybody in check, right? Let's give them their public spanking and harness them down so they don't get too big-headed or whatever the idea is. But at the same time, these people do not use each other's dogs. These people do not work together. They just want to stay in their own yard, breed their own dogs, be successful, which is hard to do, and then chastise everybody else.
Here, I'll give you an example. And I promise you I'm not picking on you, Felix, in any fashion or form.
Oh, my God.
He's the one saying all this stuff.
You might be taking it wrong. Let me read it.
Listen, we'll take Ocean. You guys seen Ocean in the flesh. I mean, he's not the biggest dog. He's not the most impressive dog. He's a cool, middle-of-the-road oldie. Felix made Legend with him. I made Rolls Royce with him. I turned Rolls Royce, his sister, in the Rocky. That's 3 generations. He took Ocean. He made Legend. I think he made James Brown. That ain't the way I want to go. That isn't the look that I'm after. That's not when I envision a thick dog. That isn't the trajectory that I want to be on. That's me personally, because when I interpret the standard, when I read the word stout, when I use thick, robust, these are words that describe a bulldog. I mean, not James Brown. Legend. He was cool. I mean,
it's like Judy.
I got girls outside the size of him. I'm not even trying to be. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And granted, he's gonna be like, "Oh, my dog's structure is way better." I'm cool with it. He can have it. He can have all the angles in the world. But when it comes to that rib cage, when it comes to bone, when it comes to these are the things that are synonymous to bulldog. Rib cage, bone, big heads. Not can jump up and down all day long. Not can run 7 miles. Not like extreme muscle. Like, granted, muscle's a cool thing. I'm not trying to downplay any muscle, but like those aren't like Oso. The first thing you see on Oso, God damn, you know what I mean? That motherfucker's head's huge, and
it's up by yours, like big.
Now, I don't believe
that might be what.
Is he too tall? Yes. Is he too tall?
Yeah. Does he have American Bulldog type? When you say
yes.
type, that's what you're saying. So
yeah, and I've never lied to Roberto. I said he looks like an American Bulldog.
I mean, I always tell people he's heavy on the AB side. You know,
yeah. So I think, that could be kind of like the resistance. Let's just say it like this: when Oso was in the ring for best male, it wasn't for best of breed, right? It was best male. There was an adolescent male, a puppy, maybe 1 year old. There was Oso, who was huge, impressive, American Bulldog type. And there was another male who I think was the oldest and was like the lightest dog, like a light and super, super cowhawk. So of the three, the puppy, the giant, thick oldie that's Rye, or the lightweight cowhawk dog, who should have won?
So
when you have those 3 dogs in there, so who should have won?
Technicality, it should have been the puppy. By technicality, because DQ means that you're disqualified. That's what that shit means. Like, if we want to go by the letter of the law, that means that you have been disqualified. And there ain't no shame in it. Ain't no saying it. You can be upset about it. You can be mad at me. But the reality is a DQ means that you are disqualified. That's what that means. So the cowhawk dog, disqualified. The Rye dog, disqualified.
But the cowhawk dog is the person complaining the most about Oso being Rye. So we should just you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why one DQ hits heavier than the other.
No, we're not. I understand. Listen, Felix, we already just said that. We just said he looks like an American Bulldog. I understand that, but the thing is you have to understand that. You see how you thought he was an American Bulldog? The same thing applies for oldies. You've got to be able to do that exact same thing with an oldie. And the problem I feel like is that we interpret it differently because, again, I'll ask my son, who's 11 years old, what he means by a big, thick fella. And he's going to describe Roberto. You see what I'm saying? Roberto's going to describe Samuel. Samuel's going to describe Sykes. You see how that worked? You see how thicker it got every step of the way? I'm not going to describe my fucking son. Oh, yeah, my son's so robust. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe mine you would.
But you understand what I'm implying. So
yeah.
It is a subjective term. And a lot of people don't get that. But for me, rib cage, shoulders, and head, they should stand out without a shadow of a doubt.
I mean, and that's what the judge put up. The biggest, heaviest dog, and the puppy was second place. You know, should they have been reversed? Maybe. Okay, and here's another topic since we're talking about nationals. I talked to somebody from Texas this weekend, and I'm just like, you know, I can't read all those comments. It's a shame how everybody could be so cool around the beast, and then 1 month later, you know, shit changes. And he is like, yeah, but you can say that every dog out there did look different from each other, and that might be a valid point. They all did look different, and each dog can bring something to the breeding table, right? I don't necessarily disagree with the way the judge picked. I've actually picked the same. I think that Moose brought a lot to the Bulldog breeding table. And as long as you see all the dogs are out there, they needed a Moose. You know what I mean? And maybe that's what was going through Alex's head.
Solid dog.
I mean, different strokes for different folks. And that's what people are going to like. We'll take Buzz for an example. I have nothing against Buzz. He likes his own style of dog. Not my cup of tea. Just personal. You know what I mean? Cool dog. Same thing with like Oso for an oldie. He's too tall for me. And I've told Roberto that. I didn't sugarcoat the shit. Like, the motherfucker's an American Bulldog size. Like, that is cool, but
Who's bigger in Toy Story?
Who?
Pretty close, huh?
We're gonna have to stack them up.
We're about to find out October.
Yeah. On Halloween,
bro. But wait, Oso's brother in New York is even bigger. I think they say he's like 140 something. He's probably a little chubby.
I don't know because I have the one brother here. The brother I have has the best oldie type and size, and I'm actually going to start bringing him out. He's kind of an asshole.
Little neurotic.
Nobody can handle an asshole like
little neurotic.
Yeah, he's a little neurotic.
Loves me.
He's a little rowdy.
Yeah.
He doesn't do too well with strangers. You know what I mean?
I think he'll be all right as long as whoever is holding him is confident.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what type of bulldog they look like.
Who was hating on Moose? What were they saying negative about him?
Oh, that he just looked like an English bulldog, I guess. But he's not small. He's just a big heavy dog.
You really live under a rock, huh?
Well,
I seen the dog. That's what I'm asking. People
to me,
retarded, I swear.
A lot of people think Moose looks like an English bulldog. Hasn't seen an English bulldog. Man.
I mean, I've seen shorter OEBs that look like English bulldogs, and it is what it is.
I mean, I can pick apart a Picasso at the end of the day. It's still a Picasso.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people that said when you see that dog in person, when you don't look at these dogs from over top, you see their arms out here like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they have this huge rib cage, and they have a tuck, and then a nice rear too. You can't understand that, and you definitely can't see it from the live videos that are playing on the ABKC website or whatever, because their angles suck. There's like a camera pointed high and pointing down. I mean, I actually have really decent videos of when I was in the holding tank or whatever it's called, but you can't appreciate these animals. I've judged. They call
it the holding tank?
I've picked the holding tank. I've picked Moose for best of breed, and you could just see like the gust go out of everybody else that was there. And it's just like, bro, your dog's a puppy, beautiful dog, great dog. This dog just has presence. There's just something about him. And I think that takes time, because when I would have started the first 5 or 7 years, I would have been thinking the same way. Like, these dogs are athletic. They're supposed to be working, yada, yada, yada. I said the same things I was told, And when you breed dogs, you realize you cannot produce a nice, substantial dog using any of those dogs. Your eyes starts opening up, and you stop listening to what everybody says.
Yeah.
I think.
At the Beast, as far as people say Moose is like an English bulldog. At the Beast, when I saw Moose, I didn't. First of all, I'm not really in the show ring, whatever like that. I didn't know who it was, whatever. I seen a bodybuilder bulldog. That's what I saw from across. Cool. I was like, it's a bodybuilder. You know what I mean? And I was right.
So the big issue to me, and Oso's type and his height, it might be off. But dogs like him, they can do more damage as far as making better bulldogs than, a ripped up 65 to 75 pound machine to me. I mean, a dog like, all right, sorry, I don't have any dogs here that look like.
Just don't even say it.
I don't know.
Don't say it.
But take a little lean dog. I mean, dude, you need
like what about Lady Sylvanas? She was ripped. She was shredded. She was like 100 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you need a dog like her for I don't know. A lot of these dogs who have. The problem is nobody can say what they want to say, bro. Like, I can talk about people's dogs, but they talk about mine. But you know what I mean?
Why we can't?
Well, I'm just saying, for me, we'll just say it like this. Here's how I word it. We'll take a dog like Legend. I would breed Legend to Lady Sylvanas because of how thick and big she is. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't breed him to a small dog. I just wouldn't do it.
Framework times mass.
Bro.
But wait. So we bred Ocean to Huda.
Yeah, we'll take Vic. Look, we'll take Casey's dog. Here we go. Casey had one of her older dogs. She was like, Chris, what do you want? What should I do with it? Mass.
Put her down.
No, I didn't tell her that. I literally told her, breed it to the thickest dog that you can find. It don't got to be mine. Breed it to the thickest fucking dog you can find. Because to me, when you take a thick dog and you times it with perfect framework, you'll get somewhere close. You're not going to get perfection. It just doesn't happen. Right. And then you do that again on the other side. And then you let them two meet. But they have to be has to have some kind of common denominator, because if not, you're just, I mean, you're pissing in the wind and hoping it doesn't rain.
Both sides, and then
because I mean, like for an example, I'm doing that right now with Toy Story. Toy Story. Is he perfectly straight in the rear? No. I'm gonna be the first to say he is not perfectly straight in the rear.
Who?
Toy Story. But he has very tight hips. You can tell by the way he moves. Very tight hips. So what do I do with him? I breed him to nice wide rear ends. And now I got his mom. I'm gonna breed his mom to something like boom. And then I'm gonna run it all back together. You see what I'm saying? Him and his mom are the common denominator. So I bring hip health along, I bring Keller along, and I bring their type because they're going to be related. And I'm going to add a bunch of Bulldog. You know,
well, really, the mom's the common denominator. It's like,
he's a bad bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Great muscle, great shoulders. I mean, I could stack her next to Boso.
Sita singing. Can y'all hear Sita singing in the show?
She got a cool rear. You know, she's got a bitch head. You know what I mean? But I mean, but I wouldn't breed her to. Fuck, I can't even. Like, I wouldn't breed her to her old dog.
Who?
Game.
Lady Sylvanas?
No.
Make some fucking machines.
Yeah, they would be fucking. But a lot of people look at it like this. Here's another way. When you don't want too much drive, what do? You breed to a dumb dog. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. That dog that just wants to.
Hey, I like my dogs with some dumb in them. I just do.
Bro, when you breed two fucking neurotic dogs together, nah, I'm cool, bro. I'm not 21 anymore. I'm damn near 50. I don't want to go. I gotta walk 18 miles a day to keep them calm.
Hey, remember Jurassic Park? The park ranger guys, like the T-Rex. Because when they look at the fence, you can see he's thinking things like testing the fence. Like I don't need
a hole in this gate.
Yeah, I don't need none of that.
Jump right over it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's frameworks time mass. It works every time. It works every time. Now you're not going to get a home run on every single puppy, just not. But what people don't understand, you breed a Doberman to a Doberman. If they're not slightly related or somewhat related, you might lose everything. And that's what people do in the oldie world. They breed Dobermans to Dalmatians and wondering why they got fucking Weinerheimers.
I don't think they wonder. I think they're proud of their Weinerheimers and don't know why.
Where I'm trying to tell you,
don't know why they don't get 1,000 likes, why they don't sell their puppies. You know what I mean? I think that they don't see, oh, my dog's lightweight or anything. You know what I mean? So there's not just necessarily a language barrier, but like the eye for the dog is just not the same. And you have to get out to see these dogs in person. And like if you're here, we still have to get them out of the kennel so that you can touch and hold this dog. It's not the same as seeing them through the kennel. And you really have to do that to get some perspective, I think.
I'll give you a dog that Tony Clay made. His name was Cruz.
Yeah.
That motherfucker had a noggin on him. I think his name was Cruz.
Cruz was the first one, but that's not the one I like.
That some bitch had a noggin on him. And he had a rib cage for fucking days. Yeah. And I told Tony that.
He was the tall one, though, right?
No, I think he was the original one.
That's the original one. Not that one I like, the other one.
Well, anyway, he had a killer fucking head, and he had a killer fucking rib cage. And I told him, maximize that. I mean, structurally, he's not perfect or whatever. You know what I mean? Who cares? I don't give a shit.
I double down on that.
Yeah, use that. He had that. No,
like it, that's what I like.
No, that's not his dad. That thing's name was Cruz.
Yeah, it was Cruz.
That motherfucker's head was a pumpkin, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna take shit away from that motherfucker. Had a pumpkin for a head, and his rib cage was incredible looking. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, you have something right there. Use that and move forward. Like, bruh. And I'll give Jessica some credit. She's not my biggest fan, and I'm not hers, obviously. But she took a really clean dog to him and cleaned it up. You see what I'm saying? Like, that dog had a lot of mass in the rib cage, big old fat ass head, and she took it to a nice, structurally sound dog. Mass times structure, and it works. It does. What happens is
But then where do they go from there, though?
Listen.
How do we avoid? Hold on.
Back to mass.
I'm asking for me.
So,
how do we avoid our best dogs being 10 years ago?
Here's what. Because that's the problem. Here's the problem. I'm going to tell you what happened 10 years ago. We didn't have the internet. So we couldn't chastise everybody for using an Oso. Oh, I would never use Oso. You know what I mean? That's what. That's one problem. Problem number two is everybody's so almost like grammatically correct. Everybody's looking for a perfect dog. Motherfucker, listen, I've been doing this shit since 1996. I ain't never seen a fucking perfect dog in any breed of dog. It just doesn't exist. Yeah. Number three, them big old them fucking sows. That's what they used to call them big ass sows that nowadays
big old heifer.
Yeah. I would never. Oh my God, I would never breed her. What the fuck? You can send that bitch to me. I'll breed that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? The dog, like, well, I'm trying to think of a dog I got here. Like Fiction. Fiction's a sow, bro. She bowed out. She's thick as fuck. She ain't structurally sound at all. Like, I'm not even giving a shit. Like, I'm telling you.
Always something
bro.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I could breed her. I bred her to Toy Story. You see where I went there?
Straight, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could have bred her to Oso or Oso's brother. You know what I mean? Like, I could have went that route too. But I went to where I know that he'll stand them up. See what I'm saying? And if you see the puppies I kept out of Toy Story, I stood them up. That was what I was trying to do. We had the internet 10 years ago. Yeah, okay, but you understand what I'm saying. 10 years ago, we didn't have the ability to do what we do now. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah. Things came a long way.
Yeah, 10 years or 20 years ago, I should say, we had dogs that were thick and big and sloppy. Now, I'm not even going to pretend like they weren't.
Let's just say I went to the IOEPA shows when I was little, right? When I first started. I had never seen dogs like those again. First of all, Big Pun dude. God, I know I just found him the other day. Rick Ibarra. And he was from New York or something, or Jersey. And he moved to Texas. And he brought this fucking boulder on a leash. I mean, his neck. I mean, this dog was nuts. And he brought that out to the show. Like, what the fuck is that?
And I would bet you $1 to it.
There was a dog named Fender. I posted pictures of him, but they don't do him justice. This dog had to have been 100 pounds, like a Rolls Royce, but a little cleaner. And everything born again bulldogs in Texas, they were all 100-pound bitches, just brindle and fucking bullied. And they were a little bit cleaner. I mean, all of these fucking massive dogs are gone. Where are they?
So, like the dog I bought from Richard Rios, she's a big bitch, bro.
Yeah, we need to photograph her because it's not fair that we already put up the black dog and we haven't put up Harley.
Big bitch.
She's nuts.
Yeah. Like, bro, and dogs like her, they're not a dime a dozen, man. They're really not. I went on a motherfucking hunt trying to find her. And
we got Floppy, which I think she's the prehistoric bulldog.
Bro, these puppies off of her,
pretty
they a little raggedy looking because of no milk. We had to bottle feed them, shit like that. Yeah. But right now, they look. All you can see is like they got little mothballs or little balls in their cheeks already.
Giant, like their heads are just crazy.
So,
looking.
Like the thing is people.
But if you would see the mom, you would be like, oh, no, fuck no. You know what I mean? But when you see that mom and you can understand, like, oh my God, I've never seen a rib cage like this in person in so long, if ever. You know what I mean? She's not perfect, but she's amazing.
The problem here, we can go back to the car analogy. It's not even that they're worrying about the flat tire or the engine. They have a 4-cylinder and they're talking rim. Come on, man. If you don't go somewhere with that 4-cylinder, and then here come Bobby, here come Roberto coming over there with that 8-cylinder, 40 board over. That motherfucker just guzzling gas type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Toy Story is a big chocolate American bulldog. He's like 18 months old and he probably weighs like what, 125?
Yeah. He's a little bit older now since we've been had him for like 2 or 3 months. But yeah, but people, what they don't understand is we as a community, we shunned dogs. All right, here's what I want people to understand. I am not going to tell Roberto to take that dog to every fucking show known to man. It's his fucking dog. And if he wants to show the motherfucker, shut the fuck up and he's going to pay his $20 just like you paid your $20 goddamn dollars. That's how I feel about it.
And if he wins,
cry to the goddamn judge, not to him. Because you paid the $20 just like he paid. And as a competitor, it is your job to hide every fault. As a judge, it's my job to find every goddamn fault. That is not on you. That's on you.
I mean, Y'all could cry on me too. I mean, I could care less. Something with the show, like I said, I go to network and everything. The best thing for me is if in this case also if he won, right? Your people are more concerned about why he won right away with the flaws and stuff like that. But in reality, you're
Versus
not taking the big picture of why your dog didn't win, right? It's time to learn at that point too. Y'all see me at the shows, which you guys will. I'm not gonna stop. If you feel like you're wasting your money, I mean, I should feel like I'm wasting more of my money if I feel like I'm not gonna win. But I just do it to go see dogs network. Then I don't do it often, but you will see me on some, and that's just how it is.
But my point was that you cannot dismiss dogs like Oso because they're imperative. Now there's going to be your 10% or 20% that's going to say you shouldn't use a dog with a fault. Well, listen.
Hey,
hold on, time out.
It's more than 10 or 20%.
Listen, your lack of substance is a bigger fault to me than this dog's rye. That's me personally, because you don't have anywhere to fix your motherfucking substance. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't have what it takes to fix your substance. I have what it takes to fix the rye. And the sad part is, here's the even funny part, about 10 to 15% of you motherfuckers got rye dogs and don't even know you got a rye dog because you can't even open the damn dog's mouth right. I'm telling you, I don't open dogs right. And look at the owner. What? He rye. What? Where?
In the mouth, fool.
It is crazy that a lot of people just don't know.
I promise you, I've opened dogs' mouths and they've been rye. You see what I'm saying?
It's really hard to find an oldie that's not somewhat rye. And if they aren't, they look like Rocky. They have a totally different head type with a super clean bite. Everybody's going to say they don't have rye dogs. But if we were to go to everybody's kennels and look at all their dogs, what percentage do you think would have rye? 10 dogs, how many of them are rye?
At least 10 to 15%. At least.
I would say 40. They're not perfect.
I've got some, but I'd breed them to something with a nice bite and try to clean it up.
Every fault's the same. You just try not to double down on it.
Clean it up. Yes, just try to get better. Even
we used to have one in our family.
Yeah, I thought about mixing in Bordeaux.
I love their personality. I love their face.
The problem that I had with Bordeaux is we talked about it, but I couldn't find one with good hips. Now I'm not saying there isn't some with good hips, but it is a breed plagued with bad hips. So that's why I didn't really want to go down that road.
I would just rather actually just have one as my son. Yeah. But actually, I kind of leaning more towards the Bordeaux.
I just feel like people are so worried about the flat tire.
Wait. Uncle Ike said he would come to Nationals in Houston.
Okay.
What happened?
Uncle Ike said he would come to Nationals. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to come," and the Beast.
But that's okay. I just wish people would understand. It don't even gotta be this dog. I mean, it could be any dog that's. I can show you some dogs that today people wouldn't breed to. You know what I mean? Yeah. They were too sloppy. Here, look, let me see. Jamie might get mad at me. I don't know if y'all can still see me.
Can you still see us? Because we can't see y'all right now.
Oh, can you still see me when I go off the screen?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you. Yeah.
Oh, I need to go here.
You all right?
Let me see.
Commandeering the vehicle. I like it.
7 o'clock on the dot. He's in the drop top, cruising the street.
Yeah.
It is so hard to search Facebook lately.
You got to open up another window. That's how I do it.
Oh.
Is it called cara de libro in Spanish?
What does that mean?
Facebook. It's not called cara de libro?
Cara's head. How do you say face?
No, cara is face.
Is it?
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Cara limón?
Yeah, don't question my Spanish speaking skills.
That's the no speako kid, huh?
Yeah, both of y'all know Sabe.
I got to, man. I'm from Southern California. That's Mexico.
Yeah.
We used to call my cousin Quito Lito Cara de Papa. I thought it meant potato head.
Yeah, potato
face.
They used to call me Tons of Fun.
How do you say that in Spanish? That's a cool dog. Atlas.
I want to show them a dog.
Ooh, that one's dirty. Oh.
Well, I want to show them a dog that was
puppy
like
pictures are dirty. That's kind of cool.
That was like a sow. You know what I mean? Like she was big.
Can you get your butthole out of my face?
But is that Chihuahua?
Maybe. So we need to be making big pictures, huh?
Oh, nice.
You see what I'm saying? Like, how do I send it?
Stuff like this.
Hold on.
Just tag a minute, no? Oh yeah, right there, Messenger.
Nah, look at it. You're on your computer.
Right here?
Yeah, just send it to him like that.
Hey, go on your StreamYard right there, and it says present or invite. Click that.
Here, I sent it to you right now, man. I'm a little slow, bro.
Sure. No mess. See what's gonna make.
Right. I like it.
Yeah, well, that's pretty, and she was looking like an adolescent there too.
Like, look at that.
Gorgeous.
A lot of people would say that her name was Beulah. Her name was Beulah. She was a big old sow, bro.
Looks like a Beulah.
Yeah. And I think she's a puppy here, actually. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's really wide. She's, not, some people are like, well, she's not perfectly straight. Hey. Okay. Her eyes, they're too loose. Shit like that.
I would die for that dog.
Dude, I would breed to this dog in a heartbeat. I don't remember. She's an F1. Yeah. But see that they don't make them like this anymore. And if they do, people hide them kind of dogs. Because when they bring them out, oh my God, she's a train wreck. She's this, she's that. I would never own a dog like that. And they crucify you. Me? Man, give me 20 of them bitches and shut the fuck up.
You know what my flat tire is with this dog? This dog's flat tire to me.
What?
The ears.
The ears, yep.
Yeah. I didn't even notice them anymore.
Jamie was known for them mud flaps, boy.
I'm like, what? I'm like, that was where I went. Like, okay, how can we fix the ears though? Yeah.
Man, I love that dog.
But that's like, to me, when you look at this dog, the chest spread is there, the bone is there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Okay, her ears
the slight bow.
Yeah, like
how was her?
That bitch says bulldog to me. You know what I mean? But nowadays, people want them to be perfectly straight and conformationally perfect.
I think this is conformationally perfect because and people want to split up conformation and type, and they all go together. You can't have great conformation without great type, and vice versa. I think this would be my favorite dog to show.
I'm trying to see if she has any more pictures as she aged. She was
great. That comes great responsibility.
Oh, that bottom left picture's nice.
Oh, that's Princess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find another one. She used to, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, so that's a dog that's not, I don't know. I mean, I think she's gorgeous. She's not pretty enough or clean enough to show. I feel the opposite. I feel like they've got to be bully to show.
I had her.
Oh.
It was Shiner.
I have a very weird view of dog shows.
Yeah,
well, go back. I want to see them.
Hold on.
I think people got the whole idea of it wrong, backwards.
Why?
That if it's supposed to be to evaluate breeding stock, I'm there shopping for the parts and pieces that I need.
Right? Hopefully.
I don't care about your perfect dog. I want to see dogs with things in excess so that I can pick that and get some from it.
Yeah.
To me, that makes more sense.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that's where I've seen so many dogs that I've never seen before. Okay. I've seen dogs like that at dog shows. They don't go to dog shows anymore.
All right, here's another picture of her.
Okay, let's see here.
I'm trying to find another one of her.
Oh, it's the same dog?
Yeah.
The flat tire got flatter.
Yeah, she's thick, bro.
She is, but the ears got bigger.
Yeah, I know. I'm not worried about the damn ears, man.
I know.
We got run flats over here.
I'll give her a fade.
But her son. All right, so here's her looking up with her son. Now, to me, when you see these dogs, and then I'll come back here. I'm coming back now. Now, the new picture I sent you is her with her son. Top shot and front shot. Like, bro. To me, that's a top shot I want to see on one of my dogs. Look at the mask. Look at the rib cage.
Hey, House, I need to borrow your camera, bro, because I need to get better pictures of Mo. because she's every bit as big as these dogs we've seen.
All right,
if not bigger.
Come on, put that in a picture. I just look at that motherfucker's rib cage, man. Look at that ass explode. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, look at them cheeks though.
Them cheeks. But you look at. I mean, just look at this. I don't know if anybody can see what I see.
Yeah.
Out of here, Prince.
Chopper style, choppers out, choppers. Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's what I'm trying to make.
Can I ask you guys something? Do you guys feel like with these shows and us having these discussions that we actually reach anybody that's on the fence or feeling the other way? Are we reaching them? Are we discussing with them? Or are we like I talked to you about? Are we talking to people who can't hear us? You know what I mean?
I feel a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Some people aren't going to get it. Some people get it.
Well, here's the problem. It's not even not going to get it.
Not a breath.
They don't want to listen to it. A lot of people. Here's the thing. Your 4-cylinder is good because you only have a 4-cylinder, and you didn't know that a 6-cylinder existed.
Yeah.
And then when you see the 6-cylinder, it's like, all right, you saved all your money. You worked all your extra hours. Now you got your 6-cylinder, and here comes Roberto with a fucking 8-cylinder. Fucking asshole.
Fuck you, Roberto.
You see what I'm saying?
So people can't get out of their feelings. That's what that sounds like.
Well, my answer also to that question is most dog podcasts, dog things are about genetics and F1s and this, that, and all the other stuff, which is great and should be talked about, but this type of conversation is not really the one that's had for the public consumption. You know what I mean? So for that reason.
Oh, okay. And I don't watch podcasts, so I wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Everyone else talks about bloodlines.
I think he has an axle. All the axle's fine. He just might have a busted tail light or a headlight. Still drives.
Yeah.
What about the training, guys?
Especially amused beautifully. I think I'm gonna post the videos, but not to fight, like just to show. Should I not be able to post a video of a dog we produce? You know what I mean? I mean, he looks beautiful in the ring.
I mean, technically, he shouldn't be in the ring. That's what the thing is. You know what I mean? Do I think that he's a cool dog that should be used, and do I think he's a cool dog that people need to use? Yeah. Because
who would be the best bitch for Oso?
Here?
No. Like, just what's the type of bitch out there that needs Oso?
Are you talking about a big old sow, or is that too much in that direction?
Oh, that bitch we just posted.
Okay.
That'd be a perfect bitch.
It's not the axle, Felix, because the dog can walk. The dog can move powerfully. So it's the headlight.
It'd have to be a big old female because otherwise he's a big dog.
Oso? What about small? You think that'll work?
Yeah. It might be a little too clean in the front.
One more candy and that's it.
But we'll see.
Casey said tough.
Oh, Texas. Well, why do I want to say Texas Tough? That's one of our dogs. But she has a dog named Tough. But what's the other name? Because you have 8 names for your dogs.
Talking to us or Casey?
Casey.
Oh. Let's see what Wallflower says. People tend to either be hesitant to try new things because they feel what they have is decent and changes may be good or risky. Though may be good or risky. In my opinion, if willing to do the research, proof is here.
Here's what I'll say. Stuff like, we'll just take Oso for an example since he's here and we're talking about him. Neither one of his parents were Rye. I couldn't tell you where he came from. Other than 3 or 4 generations back, Scarface. He was Rye. Nobody says anything about him.
I'm convinced I made one of my dogs Rye. Playing tug with him a little too rough, too early.
Babe, take your bag out way and put your big old head out of my face.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, the funny part is there's really famous dogs that been Rye, but nobody wants to talk about them.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it has to do a lot with it's coming from you guys.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's just
winning and getting attention. I think attention is always going to be threatening. And then it's double trouble.
Because I will say, at the beginning, I wouldn't really post that he was a bulky built. People loved them, and people still do. But those same people now, I guess, understand where he came from. Now it changed perspective, which is now, or if you're just hating on a dog because you don't like the breed or stuff like that. I mean, that's different. Because I mean, I don't go to too many shows, but when I do, I mean, everybody shows him love and stuff. But then, outside of the show, it's different, right? But man, there's plenty of people that want to use him as a stud, and that's the truth. And I've been holding everybody off, right? The reason is I want to see what he produces first, right? As selfish as it might be, I want to see what he produces, right? Is he a producer or not? But at the end of the day, everybody knows, right? His bite's not perfect, right? It is what it is. I will tell you, motherfucker eats good. He bars good. Everything's good. That right ain't affecting him no way. Does he look like weird if he's smiling? Yeah, but that's what it is, man.
I mean, listen, if we really want to break the shit down, we can break it down. There's 4 quadrants in the head, and the reason that it becomes awry is because one did not grow at the same rate.
Right.
That's what it really that's what it royally breaks down to, and people don't even know that there's 4 quadrants to the head, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the motherfucker, what's he rocking, like a 28, 29?
28 and change, yeah.
I mean, that ain't easy to come by. I take 28 and
I think I'm about to take my I'm gonna get a scale and a measuring tape for the bees.
Bring it out, because our big
I got a myo tape. I got myo tapes.
I think just so we could start setting up those 140-pound dogs to see if they're true or not, like. And it's not. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all fun. It's all love, Let's see,
But it is a good thing, because I think it's a reality check. Because a lot of people will be like, "Oh man, my dog's 120 pounds," and I look at him like,
"Look, it says Roberto, you look like a rapper. Stack bundles from the 90s." We got to look him up.
But I think a lot of people. So I remember when social media became a thing, people would say, "Oh, my dog has a 22-inch head." Then they would get away with 23 inches. Then it was 23 and a half. And then it was 24. Same fucking dog, guys. You know what I mean? And then they started to believe it.
Think, if that dog has a 30-inch head, surely mine does too.
They started to believe their own bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So what happened is now they think their dog has a 36-inch head. And when they see Oso, who has a 28, 29, oh my God, that thing got to be about 43. Like, come on, bro.
Look at Jamie's. Oh yeah, did your dog have puppies and everything okay?
No, she had to have a C-section, I think.
Okay, but everything good? Hey, post a comment up, bro. I can't even see that small.
How hard is it to breed out stenotic nares?
I think stenotic nares is just one tiny thing of all the things that can be going on at the same time.
So breathing is more than just stenotic nares. Just so you understand, if any athlete on here will tell you, when you start performing at a higher level, you don't keep your mouth closed. You open your mouth. And I don't give a shit if it's weightlifting or you're running 7 miles. You know what I mean? You open your mouth. You know what I mean? You're not running. You'll fucking hyperventilate. So stenotic nares is just more of a cosmetic thing. Now,
bro,
sometimes, calm down, when you can hear a whistle, you know what I mean? There's a problem. But for the most part, the dog's going to open their mouth to breathe when they're stressed or being worked. So,
but alleviating it with like opening up the nares is more than cosmetic. It does help, and sometimes that's all you have to do. And sometimes there's an elongated soft palate and a small trach. There's a bunch of different things that can go into breathing. If the dog is like clear airways except the nares, then you breed it to a dog with wide open nares, no big deal. If the dog is just hard of breathing and comes from a line of dogs that usually have like big flat faces, then breed it to something completely different.
The funny part is I've worked at a vet's office and I've seen dogs come in, German Shepherds with long muzzles and can't breathe. And I've seen dog flat face that can breathe. So the length of the muzzle has nothing to do with the breathing.
It's not just. There's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah, what I'm going to show you. So the best way what is that?
I'll tell you one thing: these Pekingese can't breathe.
These
Pekingese have stenotic nares, and they're both wry.
So the best way to explain the nose to the back of the throat and then the throat to the lungs is like a straw. If you bend it up like this, because some dogs when they turn to the side, their nose turns up. I know you've seen that. Some bulldogs do it. Well, when you do that, you've pinched, just like a straw, you've bent it too far. So now you're losing air. That's one thing.
And I love that.
If you have pinched nares, you're losing air that way. If you have pinched, what is it called? Trachs, that you're losing air that way. You see, these are different ways you're losing air. You see what I'm saying? If your dog's a nervous dog,
it's a tequila, Felix.
Listen, the breathing, you can breathe like a wind, but if the dog's a nervous dog and you put it in a nervous situation, I don't give a fuck if he's Toucan Sam and he's nervous, he'll freak out and he'll die. So, that's another thing. Is your dog nervy? You know what I mean? Dogs like, the funny part is, dogs like, so that motherfucker didn't know me from Adam. I opened the back of his truck one day when he first got here and looked right at me. I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
and that motherfucker just jumped down.
Scared of Oso.
He just jumped down and started walking around. I was like, all right, cool. Great temperament. You know what I mean?
I just tried a new bottle. I'm going to go get it soon. This show is brought to you by, hold on.
Better not be Jose.
Dude, I'm excited about it.
Jose Cuervo's with bad memories of self-loathing.
Of course, his favorite.
Well, breathing is a very the lady still Jamie Stout, she's still talking about it. It's a very complex. Breathing is very complex. There's many facets of it. I think is the word. There's a lot to take into consideration when it comes to breathing. And the funny part is a lot of your bad breathing comes from the dogs like the American Bulldogs. They're not great breathers. They're not. Most American Bulldogs, they're not the greatest breathers. Bull Mastiffs, they're not the greatest breathers.
Okay, this show is brought to you by
Espelon.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And I wanted to get the big bottle, but I'm like, let me try the little bottle. And I love this color. What is it called? Reposado. Something like that. Reposado.
It's not called Añejo?
It's not Añejo. No. And this, I love a Paloma, which is basically like a grapefruit.
She just got this yesterday.
Basically like a grapefruit margarita.
Yeah.
Hold on. Turn that quick.
This doesn't have alcohol in it. I can drink as much of this as I want to. Just to one shot of this. Try to give me 3 shots last night. I was like, I couldn't drink it. 1 shot and fill it up. Yeah, but anyways, I'm going to go ahead and buy the big bottle because it has pretty cool graphics. Okay.
We're talking about dogs.
All right, bye.
Anyway, breathing is hard to talk about. It really is. It's something you just got to learn over time, honestly. You got to learn the nose. You got to learn the throat. You got to learn the anxiety of it. You got to learn because, the funny part is most dogs don't overheat from the heat. They overheat from the anxiety.
Yeah, so when dogs travel to and from dog shows, especially these big bully dogs, like literal bullies, American bullies, they have everything that you can think of wrong with them, but also anxiety because they've never been to a show. So here comes the owner dragging it in, trying to put it out there in front of everybody, taking it around the ring. The dog's literally having a heart attack. Not a heart attack, but like anxiety attack, right? Boom, the throat swells, shuts.
It's a muscle too.
And the person doesn't know what to do. So it's usually us providing a crate, providing ice, fans, meds.
I've been there
in that situation too.
I've been there too with Medusa. But the other thing a lot of people don't take into consideration is dog's muscle solidifies after about a year old. So your dog could breathe at like 9 months old, like nothing. And then all of a sudden at like 18 months old, he's got a lot of muscle on his back. And that muscle is surrounded, encases the lungs. So the lungs can't expand as much as they used to either. You have to take that into consideration. And then oxygenating muscle. There's a lot of things when it comes to breathing. It's a very complex thing. And the best way that I found is just when you see the dog hot, chill out. That's what I do. I don't keep pushing it. You know what I mean? When the dog starts to get a little, you know what I mean? Look at the tongue. The tongue is a good indicator. Once it starts to spade out and gets really flat, it's so they can breathe better.
What he'll do for dogs that are overheating is put them in a plastic crate and put a water hose in there and keep the water on. So it's constantly like the hot water's getting out, cool water's getting in. And it slowly brings it
has to
down.
It has to be room temperature. Don't put ice in there.
Well, what I'm saying is if I put a dog in a crate with ice, the ice stays in a bag. So it's just next to the dog.
That's before it gets to the point where it's really scary. Yeah. Once you get to that scary point, you got to use, room temperature water because you can send them in the shock.
I swear, and it sounds bad if I say it, but during the summertime, I do my dogs before work and don't go out there again until the sun comes down. Because I don't want nobody fired up, jumping and all that. You know what I mean? They got the water buckets that are strapped to the fence. They can't spill it. And they're going to have to just lay down and go to sleep till the sun goes down.
I mean, I would say the same thing, Jamie. You're not going to fix every fault. You're not going to fix every time you breed two dogs together. You're not going to fix every single puppy neither.
Yeah. So in your situations, if those go to pet homes, just communicate with them. Hey, they might need their nares opened up at some point, and should be perfectly fine. If anything happens, come back to me. But I think it sounds okay. If the nares were the only problem.
You know why she's never overheated? Because every time she gets hot, she opens her mouth.
Or stops.
Bro, it's just funny to me.
So what you were saying, Cole House, like you don't go out there and mess with your dog. That's actually accidents happen because a cattle get in the yard or a random dog gets in behind the fence, and so everybody's dogs goes nuts and everybody's at work. You know what I mean?
I would tell the guys when they came to Texas, we had lawn service, you got to be here in the morning. If you don't come in the morning, don't come. Motherfucker, don't come. But no, don't come. Listen, if I'm not the first motherfucker, don't come. Because I need to be as cool as possible. Listen, if you chop my fucking yard up, I don't care because I ain't losing no dog.
Yeah.
And bro, I'm telling you, that's how we would do it. Like, you just got to know the dogs. You got to know the environment. You got to know your surroundings too. It's not just, he can breathe. Nah, I'm telling you, I done seen Great Danes with fucking Toucan Sams die because of anxiety, or a squirrel or a fucking dog just looking at them in there like, ooh, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would say this. This is one thing I will say. I want to give Roberto his credit. I don't think he could have went to a better person. I think I don't mean energy. I mean like energy-wise. They match each other. Both of them are chill, but I promise you, I think also if he had to, I think he'll fuck somebody up. You see what I'm saying? And I think he walks very confident with his head held high. And then I think Roberto's the same way with the dog. Like, and I can't ask for as a breeder / seller, I did my part, and I think he found the perfect home. You know what I mean? And he's extremely happy with the dog. He's healthy, and he's super proud of the dog. As a breeder, you can't ask for any more. Is the dog perfect? No. And I did my part, and I apologized and said, hey, man, he didn't turn out perfect, and I did what I had to do. You know what I mean?
But the question is, would you prefer perfect or him?
Oh, no, I'll take Oso all day.
Yeah, same. I mean, same, because you see my dog Kaiser, that motherfucker's tongue hanging down to the ground, and I had a portrait made of it. It's a giant in my living room.
I'm going to tell you a story about that.
And he's my logo half the time, too. So, I mean, there's nothing to really hide. That was like the dopest dog ever, and he wasn't fucking perfect.
Now, here's the kick.
And I wore that with pride.
I'm going to tell you a kick to the dick. So, the other day, we downstairs, my daughter, she has Kaiser. We have him cremated, and it's in her room. Kids used to take turns because literally that was like their brother, right? And she turned to me. She says, Dad, if you're such a good breeder, how come you didn't make another Kaiser yet? Bruh. Kicked to the dick. Wow.
She ain't lying.
Bro, that shit hurt my pride. I say that to tell you this. I do got frozen semen. As my daughter would say, clock it.
Bust it open to Puma.
Yeah, I would breed her to Puma. Oh, I'd breed him to Puma in a heartbeat because I'd make every motherfucker mad and I'd keep them all. I'd give one to motherfucking Roberto, the one that had the perfectest bite, and say, here, go shove this down their fucking throat. Like, that's the type of person, she'll tell you that's the type of person I am. Like, I don't even give a fuck about the money.
I mean, I think when people talk shit, it excites me. I mean, it sucks sometimes, but also it motivates me to like, all right, well, let me work on my website then, shit, because I was just watching, TV, but all right, now I'm fired up. But also, I don't want to be reactive. I don't want to live in like, oh, well, they said this on Facebook. Now I'm going to say this, and I used to be that way. I used to be like bouncing off, that fucked up. Now I'm just so happy just not worrying about it, Don't worry about it. Not trying to be reactive. I don't want to make a post in reaction to somebody else's post, and I don't want to live or think that way, So
I love when it does.
But I love it when Roberto does it, but I don't want to do
it, and I'm gonna be honest, for the most part, right? And I've done it way before, and I still do it now every day. Almost every day, I post also. I love that dog. You're not gonna tell me what to post and what not to post in my social media.
I think that way. I feel that way. Like, well, I ain't gonna post that picture, or I'm not gonna post this dog too much. I don't do it for them. I do it for me, and just stay in my lane. That's I think that's a recipe for success. Like, just hammer what you like. Yeah,
most of y'all got ugly ass kids. We don't talk about them.
Should have hip tested that baby mama. Worry about these dogs.
That's what we joke around here. She got what? 1, 2, 3 kids, and all of them need glasses.
Yeah, 100% of my productions have
and I told her, fuck.
lenses.
I wish that was on the resume. I didn't get that. I would have said better breeding stock.
Yeah, that's genetic tested.
She failed.
PRA. That's funny.
That's just a headlight, right? Because we got good tickers, good mental. The eyes, okay, you can get LASIK and contacts. No big deal. It's like a little narrative.
Well, I'm 6'1". My son is 6'4". So we went bigger.
Boom.
It's the same way. Our kids are going to all be bigger than us.
My son's already, like, he'll walk up to me sometimes and put his elbow on my shoulder, like if I'm short. I'm like, back up, dude.
You tell you to go mow the lawn?
Back all the way back. You know what I mean? Yeah. Already. So
he must be like, with Samuel, he must be on top of his head and shit.
Yeah, it happened. It started. Yeah. Bro, when did he pass you? At like 12 or something?
That's fine.
No, I'm being serious.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, so Roberto, we're waiting for Oso to Coco Chanel or what?
Yeah, potentially end of the year. We'll see.
Don't mess up the Beaster Nationals.
No, well, she might be in heat around October too, so we'll see. I mean, I'll still take Oso out and all that stuff, but yeah, man, we'll see. We'll take it from there. See what comes out. Like I said, there's a lot of people waiting to use them, and like I said, one, being selfish. Two, it's more of I want to see what he produces, right? Because if he produces shitty dogs, I mean, there's no reason to get him out. At the end of the day, it's all about balance, right?
Well,
Chanel is.
You can't take one breeding and say, "Oh, this dog produces amazing or shitty," right?
Yeah, and with Chanel, she's more to the standards, and I guess more correct, So we'll see. Hopefully, right? That's the goal for everybody, to try to fix the flaws, but nobody's perfect. Not every breeding is perfect, and
D-Ball's daughter.
And what?
D-Ball's daughter.
Oh, Winnie?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll make some monsters. You might make what is it? You might make why do I want to say dollar? What's Jamie's dog? A really cool one.
Dirty?
Yeah. You might make it dirty.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I'm still gonna keep on showing up to some show dogs, them.
Yeah.
And even if you hate us or you hate me, I mean, just come say what's up. I'm cool as fuck. I mean,
do you ever feel like, are you gonna, because of the comments or subliminals you see, that you're going to treat someone differently when they come up to you?
No, man. At the end of the day, I mean, it's.
What if someone's talking cash money about you and then, oh, Roberto, what's up? Wait.
Nah, I mean, honestly, I yet to, I guess, encounter somebody pretty much talking shit about me. It's mainly about Oso, and at the end of the day, they're dogs. There's some people take it way too serious, out of proportion. Go to the shows, have fun, and go network. That's the main thing, don't take it out of proportion. It's not that serious. It's not all about ribbons. It's not about all that, because we all know how some of y'all get trophies, ribbons, like everybody does it, everybody does it. And for me, I don't go for that vibe. If I win it, cool as fuck, right? Because you pay, you want to win. But at the same time, if you don't, hey, no hard feelings, hey, good job. I mean, apparently you show your dog way better. Your dog is way better, and it is what it is. There's always going to be somebody better than you. And like I said, just don't miss the big picture of why dog shows were created, right? Just to go see that breeding stock. What can I use, or what can I assist other people with my bodies, But the sad reality is, I mean, a lot of people don't even use other breeders' dogs. They're just too scared for whatever reason. But hopefully that changes.
I think community and networking is right up there with, seeing other stock.
Yeah,
that's what I like. I like to go. That's why I'm asking you: does anybody have a 4-and-up-year-old male? Because the only dog I have that loves to show is Ocean, and I feel like just the way he looks at me, like, oh my god, fine, I'm gonna bring you this weekend. But it would be nice to have him go against somebody. So,
I mean, most of the BRC shows when I started with Oso, I mean, we really didn't have competition much, and I mean, I still showed him, even though I know there wasn't competition, he wasn't going to get no points. I mean, I still showed him.
Yeah, that's what I feel like with him. Like, he just loves it so much. If I just want to make him happy, So I think I'm going to take him Saturday.
I don't care about points. If I'm going, I'm going. I'm just going to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give me a yellow ribbon, though.
Do the walk, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I don't.
It's fun. I feel like it's just fun. Do you want to lose the whole time? Like, no, but
no. But I'm saying I don't plan on going enough. I don't plan on going often.
Yeah,
I'm a sore loser and a sore winner.
Yeah, he is.
Either way.
And I'm gonna be honest, for nationals, I wasn't even gonna put him in. It was mainly Chanel. But then I was already there, I was like, everybody that was there sounded like cool vibes and stuff like that, So that's how it should be, just competitive but fun.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, I mean, till they start bashing your dog and not looking at what they have, but it's what it is.
Yeah. It sucks because it's like they post your dog screenshots of enlarged videos, but
and they get the worst part. Yeah, get the worst part. Like,
and
like there's a reason why the dog won, right? And two, it's like I could have easily found something on your dog, but again, that's just shows a different type of person that I am compared to other people. Like
yeah, same. I'm sitting on so many pictures and videos. I don't think
I'm sitting on waiting for someone to say something to me. I'm just waiting for the day.
No one's gonna say nothing to you.
I'm just waiting for the day.
You gotta
somebody close to me.
When you start winning, they're coming.
I think it's because you're not a loser, Roberto. Those people that say stuff are losers. Only losers complain. I've never seen a winner complain. Like, somebody might to be nice. Oh, your dog, you had it better. No one thinks their dog shouldn't have won. You know what I mean? No one, oh, you should have beat me. They're lying. And only people complain and post the other dog and, oh, this is they lost. They lost.
Yeah, I mean, and just because I know there's groups, there's groups and stuff, like, just keep that in mind. If they did that about somebody's dog, they could do it to you at one day.
Oh, I promise. If they're talking about my dog, they got pictures of your dogs too.
Yeah.
And they got holders, and they're just waiting for anybody to beat them. Really, that's what it is. They're waiting for that person to win, and then they're gonna.
And for two, what I dislike is if you didn't show up in the first place, and then you want to talk about who should have won or that you have a better dog or
Same thing that happened this weekend with Rumble in the Jungle, right? Everybody who wasn't there has something to say. Like, you guys really need some bullshit to talk about. Like that.
They're like news outlets. They got to stay relevant.
Oh, and you want some kind of attention anyway. It's crazy. So whatever.
Nice poodle though.
Yep.
Bro, I got a story about that poodle. That's I'm just gonna say I picked that poodle for Western breed, and the owner got mad at me for picking that poodle because she tried to make the poodle not win. And I'm like, no, that's a better poodle. Anyways, just drop it there. But yeah, she's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen 100 beautiful standard poodles. You know what I mean? But she moved really well. I picked her too. Yeah. And
where were you judging?
In North Carolina, when I judged, they had brought the standard poodles out. And I picked her. I picked that same white dog.
That's what's up. I'm going to take my dachshunds out.
Yeah. Bring them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm going to... Anybody got any last comments, last questions, last anything?
Parting thoughts.
Yes, parting thoughts. So
guys, we're going to North Carolina this weekend. I'm going. Me, Megan, Bobby. Who else? We're going to North Carolina. Scott, I'm sure, will be there. Maybe Felix. Absolutely. They talk about my dog, but ask on Messenger when he's having puppies. Bro, it's so weird. They won't even ask me that. You know what I mean? But
nah, yeah, some have no shame.
I don't know. I feel like as a collective, like you said, there's groups and they talk shit about me. Now, one of them can't come use a dog or buy a dog from me, right? Because then they look stupid or feel stupid. So.
And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the reality, as nobody wants to admit it, other breeders are not your market. And that's just, I feel like for you guys create for the most part, your dogs have that wow factor, right? And as an owner, you want stuff like that, right? Who wants other perfect standard dogs? Will be other breeders, but the sad reality, other breeders not gonna buy that from you. They're not, for the most part. I mean, that's what I've been just collectively just been noticing over the past years and stuff. But so at the end of the day, do you you want to get your little group, get your group.
Pet homes pay full price and they love their dog no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. They don't be like, this defective.
Teeth and all. The more crooked, the better.
Yeah.
Trust me, they still eat good.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah, for sure.
Said if Karma doesn't have her pup Saturday, I'm there in NC. Okay.
She'll be all right.
All right, y'all. I gotta get some sleep.
Okay.
All right, you guys take care.
Okay, bye. Good talking to you.
Roberto.
Ladies.
Oh, Chris said bye.